We're back. The Jayhawks are taking on the Triton Trojans. Not the Titans, as we thought earlier. Xavion Stewart from Triton's going to take on Alex Cantu, the sophomore plus out of Orchard View. Cantu, the conference champ from last year, national qualifier, 11-3 last year. Comes out, hand fight, heavy hands. Little pass by Stewart. Can't get the corner. Collar ties and hand fights. Cantu into a over-under situation. Looked like he tried a trip. Stewart tries the throw. No points. Stewart not afraid to look for the big one. Cantu did a nice job at not giving up that point. Long range attack by Stewart there. Good reaction by Cantu. No score. Pass by for Cantu. Double underhooks. Body lock trip. 2 takedown. And back points for Cantu. And the pin. Stewart came out looking dangerous. Tried to throw early. Explosive low attack early. Cantu weathered the storm. Body lock trip. And the pin. That'll bring up the 133-pounders. Last match, the Jayhawks forfeited at 133. Well, you missed a good one there, Mike.
I heard it.
Jayhawks, I would imagine, are going to forfeit at 33 here like they did against Olivet.
Cantu started off with a nice fall.
Man, oh man. Stewart came out, tried a lateral drop going out of bounds. Didn't score. Cantu kept his hips in great position. They went back to the middle of the mat, and Stewart tried a blast low Smith single. Cantu reacted well. Stewart whiffed, but it looked like it was going to be a barn burner. The next sequence, going out of bounds, Cantu dug double underhooks that he turned into a body lock and an inside trip. Feet to back going out of bounds. Kept his toe, just his toe was still in bounds. Secured the fall.
Nice.
So it went from something looking like it was going to be a 7-minute slugfest to the knockout punch going out of bounds.
So at 141 pounds, we have Troy Mock for the Trojans wrestling Chris Perez for the Jayhawks.
Perez, again, he's out of Allendale. State runner-up last year. Looked pretty good in his first match. A long-range shot there. Foot in the air. Attacks the head, going out of bounds. No points. I think if that wall wasn't there, he'd have scored.
Been a few times tonight we've heard that.
Perez measuring the distance there with his right hand. Little half an arm drag there. Half a high crotch going the other way. Perez on the collar, forehead and Mock's neck. Got a circle back in bounds. Mock doing a nice job with the Russian arm tie. Half-hearted high crotch attempt there again from Mock. That wasn't a half-hearted attempt.
Perez got right in there on that single. He's got to get that leg out. He's got his toe in. There's two, and they're out of bounds.
And I think that's the fourth time Perez was into that single with the single off the mat. That one he was able to finish. I think the other three he hit going out of bounds, and I think Coach is going to have a problem with the way that was scored going out of bounds. That's got to be a hard spot to officiate there.
Up against the wall like
Yep.
that? Yeah, I believe that too.
Coach is contesting that when they hit the wall, he couldn't complete the counter or protect his hips anymore. And he's probably right. What do you do? Stand him back up, I guess.
Unless the hips were already covered
Right.
when the butt hit. And maybe that was the argument that the official made.
And you and I can't see down there, so have no idea.
So we have to go by what the score says.
2 takedown.
2-2.
Perez with a leg in, looking for a split. Mock with his feet crossed. That's not going to happen. We get a stalemate here.
Well, he's going to have to go to something else, and there he goes. He's got to get that elbow in the back and then plant his hand. So if he gets that underneath that head, now that right hand
This could
post,
be trouble.
that right hand hits the post and go forward and back. Swim back. He had it too. That was nice. He had it. You don't see a ton of guillotines in college.
Not in college, you don't.
You do see some Turks though. He could kick that across.
Was it Perez in the last match against Olivet that turned that into a Turk, or was that somebody else?
You know what? I can't remember. I don't think it was Perez.
Perez really takes good care of his hips on top. You don't see him sagging off. He's over a leg. He'll come off that leg. Avoid stalling calls on top. Not a lot of space between the two wrestlers. He likes that head lever too.
He's got to get that leg in. Don't just stay loose with that.
Pretty good period on top. I mean,
2 minutes of riding time.
2 minutes of riding time.
Gotta be careful how he pulls that tilt back and stay
that
tight
was-
with that.
That was living dangerous. A lot of space there. That was the only time in the whole period that there was any space between their hips.
They go back neutral.
See if Perez can't get into that single leg again. Needs a setup.
He's got to get him moving. He's got to get him moving and stop it, and then he'll be able to get there. That's a huge difference, too, between high school and college is the amount of hand fighting and how the hand fighting works for you and against you.
That's going to be a stalling call as Perez gets pushed out of bounds against the wall. Yeah, they do hand fight different in college, don't they? Heavier hands.
Heavier hands.
Well, you got a little careless there coming out of that shot, and that's really going to cost him. Mock scores the takedown. Nice mat return. Perez, a lot of activity on bottom. Mock's coaches want him to get back on his feet. Mock, as ordered, cuts him. What's the score here, Mike?
Score right now is 2-2. 3-2.
With riding time?
Nope. No, riding time still running for some reason.
That's not supposed to be right now.
But Perez got the takedown in the first period, rode him out for 2 minutes of riding.
Oh, yeah.
If no point yet, but you rode him 2 minutes of riding time.
Like to see Perez get back to that single leg, but with a setup in the first period. Great setups out of a good, solid hand fight. Last couple, he's tried without a setup. He bailed on the last one and left his foot way too far out front, and it cost him a takedown.
So that's what that was. So it was takedown first, takedown for Mock in the second, and then an escape in the second. So it's 3 Perez, 2 for Mock.
Perez just got to get back to basics. Got to get back to that technique that he used in the first period because he looked pretty dominant in the first period.
He did, but again, you got to have that set up coming back through. That's great. Nice match. Yeah.
Did it remain 3-2?
Now it's 3-2. Yep, and scores right. Perez has 36 seconds of time on the clock still.
There's a good setup. Heavy hands on the head was the setup. Really posted on the head.
He can shelf that up, lip arm forward.
Got to score there. Wait, such great position. You got to score there. Drags his toe.
Not covering the hips.
Well, that's unfortunate because he was in deep, really good shape with his hips. But the key to that, like you said, was the setup. Heavy hand on the head. Didn't move his feet, but he paused his feet with that setup, just like he did there.
He does a good job with that. He's so rangy that he can get in.
Not your typical setup that'll move a guy, but pauses the guy long enough for him to get in pretty deep.
There he goes.
No good.
Oh.
No good. A little careless with his hips there. I'm not sure how he lost that.
So at the end of the second, we got Barn Burner scores 4-3. Ooh, he's got to get out in 30 seconds. He's got to move.
Is that the riding time?
That's the riding time.
20 seconds, get out.
Will the riding time situation give? Will it eliminate riding time for Perez, or will it? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
that's going to be. He's still in trouble. If he stays in the crotch there and elevates that leg, he can put him in danger. Really got to crowd him with his hips. Claw hard and crowd him with his hips. That's back points.
Those are back.
Rolled through it. He's going to score back points
right there. Count.
Got a 2 count.
He's got the 2.
Coach thought it was a fast 2 count. I don't think so, though.
There's 2 near fall. Right now the score is 7-4, 8-4 with riding time.
Perez wrestled a really smart sequence there. The key was he stayed in the crotch. All he had to do was lift the leg. Coach is going to argue a fast count, which I didn't think he could do.
43 seconds left in the match.
So Perez just has to stay safe here, right? Stay over hips. No stalling trouble.
Get that. If you're going to ride that leg, keep that leg in and keep your hips high.
Yeah, he's got to keep his hips up. The only thing that'll get in trouble here is sagging his hips, unless, of course, he's
pulling
right. What's that called?
I'm not even sure. But it keeps your hips above the other guy's hips, so I guess it works.
It's that move where you pull his leg off.
They'll pull his leg. Oh, if he gets the elbow in the back.
Yeah,
then
a little deep there. He's just deep there. I would living dangerously here. Scored that a 1-point escape.
No, riding time one? Or
Oh, was that riding time?
Yeah.
Did he give him a reversal and riding time?
Got a reversal for Mock. Riding time for Perez, and that's a decision there.
Well, I would have liked to see Perez finish that match. You know, I've always thought on a wrestling match, when you're pulling really hard instead of pushing, You're living dangerously, and he was pulling on that. He had his elbow too deep there with that ball and chain, and
he's got to drive that thing forward and not pull it back on him.
Yep. But a win's a win.
But a win's a win. And hey, freshmen come through with another victory. I think that's a great first night.
You know, Triton comes in here. I think they're ranked higher than the Jayhawks right now.
They are.
No reason. Yeah, they are.
They are, but they're missing a couple guys that are lined up here tonight too. So, you know, Jayhawks get some legs underneath them. See how our freshmen are going to do. And
yeah. Well, one bonus point, a pin, and that win. Off to a pretty good start here. We're at 141, right? No, 149.
149. You got Jimenez against
Julian Jimenez, conference champ last year, national qualifier. 9-4 last year. Pretty good shot there. He's wrestling the well-tattooed
William Tucker. Ooh.
Tucker with a throw by there into a single leg. That was pretty good technique. Can he finish? Remember, Jimenez really good with his hips. Was able to fend off a couple of shots in the last match.
There's his head position he needs.
Yeah, the battle there is for the head position, isn't it? Both wrestlers. You'd think it was the leg battle. It's head position.
It's a head position.
And he's going to fend off that shot. He's still in trouble. Maybe more trouble now with the double leg.
There's the two. Jimenez getting knocked out. He stopped moving.
That's a pretty good chain for Tucker. And Tucker with the full Nelson that was right in the ref's grill. And he missed it.
We don't. Those aren't illegal anymore.
In college, full Nelson.
Full Nelson's legal.
It's one of the subtle differences between high school and college.
Yeah, full Nelson off the top rope.
You know, people don't remember Jimmy Superfly Snuka's college career, but he was a master of the full Nelson.
He was, yeah. And the
Elmhurst
flying
State.
elbow.
Yep. Elmhurst State. Or the University of Hawaii, one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was Hawaii.
Elmhurst
Isn't that where
State.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan went to?
Hawaii?
I digress.
Probably.
We're back in the match. So Jimenez is down, and Tucker's doing a good job riding that leg, keeping that hip pressure on.
Hips right where they should be.
Ooh, there's a cross.
Jimenez, good job creating some space there.
He's got to swim
Has
it
Tucker's
out.
hips on the mat. Okay.
Oh. There's
Jimenez tries for all the marbles, but only gets two. Just the way Coach taught it.
That was something.
Like to see Jimenez a little bit more assertive on top here.
He don't want to get on his
hips
hip.
on the mat.
Jimenez wants to get his hips off the mat.
He's rolling the dice with his crab ride. He lost his right ankle. Tucker in pretty good shape here, trying to attack ahead. I think Tucker's wrestled out of this spot before. Not sure Jimenez have. I don't know that I ever have. Tucker definitely looked more comfortable in that spot, in that crab ride.
And who knows how far down Jimenez had to come and wait today. You know,
Tucker looking for a tilt, not going to get it. His time expires in the first period. It's a pretty good first period. What's the score?
it's 4-2.
Jimenez going to choose down after Tucker defers.
Billy Tucker deferred.
Billy Tucker? Is that his name?
Billy Tucker.
Billy Tucker deferred. Tried to start with a tight waist.
That's cheating.
You can't do that.
It's cheating.
You can't do full Nelsons and you can't do tight waists. Well, you can't start with a tight waist.
Right. And you can only do full Nelsons when the ref is watching right in front of you.
Jimenez chose down. He's going to have to get his belly off the mat. Going to have to build. Tucker goes from the deep waist to a spiral. Jimenez to his feet. Got to move his hips. Jimenez right into a shot. Now we're rolling. This is going to get funky, Mike.
Keep your head high.
Got to get your head high.
Gotta get your head high. Put him.
Jimenez can get up, can get his head high. Just got to assert himself.
There he goes.
Tucker trying to squirm his hips up, and we get a stalemate. We're still neutral. Both guys go back to the middle. A little bit slower than they were in the first. Jimenez with heavy hands.
Oh,
nice setup and single leg. Switch to a double leg for Tucker. That was a for real high crotch.
Oh,
and a for real half Nelson.
For real half Nelson.
This time he only has a half Nelson, not a full.
Nope.
Tucker looks like he found a second wind.
Jimenez is struggling with his yet. He'll get there.
Jimenez head on the mat. He's got to work to build. Tucker, pretty good hip pressure, staying under the arms. There goes Jimenez.
Hands, hips.
He's got to move his hips. Going to try the roll, looking for all the marbles. Can he get one? Now he's got to defend himself coming out of that. That's where he's given up 2 takedowns.
Right.
Jimenez's stance looks a little bit iffy.
Getting his head way over his feet.
Jimenez still looks like he's got a little bit of a high crotch left in him, and that's the end of the second.
So at the end of the second, the best I can tell, 2-4-6 to 4.
6-4, Tucker's going to go down. Caledonia in the second quarter over Mona Shores. 21-6, Cadillac 10, Whitehall 6 in the second quarter. The Crusaders 20, Ravenna 0. Oak Ridge 30-6 over the Vikings of Tri-County. And Muskegon will play tomorrow. Jimenez in all kinds of trouble. Reversal from Tucker.
That was a reversal from Tucker.
I couldn't tell what the move was. It looked like just a scramble. And Jimenez is flat here. There he goes. See if he's got one more escape in him.
8-4. There's probably a riding time in there.
There's a power half. Ooh, lost the half. That's a good thing for Jimenez.
It was deep.
It was deep.
It was deep.
Now he's going to have to, on the right side, Jimenez tried to control the hand, lost it. Got to bring his head. Oh, switch try.
Switch.
Tucker drops to a double leg. Can he coax a stalling call here? Not that that's what he needs. He does get the stalling call and a return to the mat. Going to need more than that.
Come up, Julian, let's go. Short time now.
Oop.
Tucker in grind mode here. Tucker might get a celebratory new tattoo.
Just after this win?
Just after this win.
It looks like there's
win.
a tattoo shop there in Triton.
Yep. The suburbs of Chicago, there's another roll try. That one's not going to happen.
30 seconds.
And as the sand in the hourglass weeps away.
Here we are. You got to get your head
How's
up.
that for poetry?
That is quite poetic for a wrestling match.
15.
Tucker, maybe one more little roll try in him. Not with his hips on the mat, though. 10 seconds left here.
Oh.
Hey, 2. What do you know about that? It's a good finish, though. Would have been easy for him to stay flat on his face. And
2, 4, 6, 8. And a riding time 9-6.
9-6. Didn't give up bonus points there. That's pretty huge in what could be a tight duel.
It is, but that's all the more reason. Like when you're down in college, you know, if you're on the bottom and you're down by less than 6, you can score those pretty quick with that.
Yep.
With that swim out half, 2-point reversal and 4-point near fall. You're right. You're winning.
I love a kid who can score at the end of a period or at the end of a match, even when you're down. I like that out of Jimenez. 157, Cale Bunce out of Stockbridge, conference champ. Conference Freshman of the Year National Qualifier, Academic All-American, 10-4 last season.
Crescencio
Betancourt.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Crescencio Betancourt. We're going to refer to him as Betancourt from now on. Both wrestlers look like they're content to wrestle out of the open. Bunce in more of a square stance. Betancourt more sugarfoot off.
Match score is 9-9 after 4 matches.
Barn burner is what we'll call that. Nail biter. Now they're tied up. Betancourt with an underhook and an overhook. Bunce, level change, trying to circle his way back in bounds. He's going to get called for stalling there. Betancourt did a nice job not letting him back in and coaxing that stalling call. If they're gonna wrestle out of open, setups are gonna be key.
It's gonna be important.
Even when they're tied up, they're wrestling at a distance. Little playground two-hand shove from Betancourt. Earns himself a front headlock by Bunce.
Bunce has to pinch that in, get that head over on the side.
Bunce got a little bit, like Mike said, keep a little bit more pressure on that elbow, tuck that elbow down. Bunce wrestled his way, or Betancourt wrestled his way out of that spot pretty well. Boy, Betancourt walks in with his both hands pretty high. If we could generate a low attack, not sure if that's in Bunce's arsenal, but Betancourt reaches with both hands at the same time. If you could time that. Jayhawk coaches like that Bunce was able to move him there in that little sequence. There's a good shot.
That's a nice double. That was nice defense by Betancourt too.
These guys are stingy. Little fake there by Betancourt as time expires. Oh, little extracurricular chest bump. Betancourt's going to choose down. No deferring in him.
No deferring in Betancourt there.
Crescencio.
Crescencio.
I think so.
That's a solid name too.
That is a solid name.
I like that.
Little rolling start there for the bottom man. Bunce will reset. Betancourt quickly to his feet. And a for real mat return. He's going to go again. Now into a crab ride. He loses left leg there.
Nope, he's got it. Throw that in, stay under the arms, dig the other one in. Gotta get under the arms. Gotta get under the arms. He's far too high.
Hips way too high. He's going to try to apply some pressure, but it's not going to help. He's
too far
as good as. Can he avoid the reversal? I don't think so. He's lost his right arm. Now he's got it free. Might. Can he coax a stalemate here?
Stalemates have been taking quite a while tonight. So
Betancourt in great spot to score. I don't know what's holding him. I don't know. It was holding Bunce on top. If Betancourt circles either way, I think he scores.
Ooh.
There's what's holding him in. He had his ankle.
He had his ankle. That must be it. There was a shoelace there.
I couldn't see it on the other side. He's still accruing riding time, and he gets the stalemate. Pretty fortunate there with as high as his hips were.
That was a lot of riding time there.
See how I folded in the word accruing?
I did. I watched it. It was nice. It's almost like you've done this before.
Some guys would have said building up, not me.
Nope, accruing.
Yep. Boy, his hips are saggy. Bunce's hips are saggy. Tried a little fat man roll there. Now we're back into a little crab ride. Betancourt.
Stay behind. Hook.
Betancourt creating some space. Hips out of position. He gets the one. Way better than two. Twice.
Oh, two. Nice.
That's a good sequence.
Stay in bounds.
That looked like it broke Betancourt. Head on the mat.
Yep.
Turned out.
That was a nice period.
That was a great period.
Nice period.
Neither wrestler really breathing hard, but Betancourt's body language at the end of that period made it look like he was pretty disappointed. Bunce will go down. He's got to have a ton of riding time.
The whole period.
Switch right off the whistle gets him one.
Scores 3-1 right now.
I'm expecting.
And there's a riding time is a factor.
With riding time, it's 3
Nope.
or is it 4?
It's 4 with riding time.
This might turn into a brawl here in the third period.
Both seem to have a lot of gas in the tank still, so.
Yep. Still out of open. There goes a. That double was from way too far.
Ooh.
I feel like Betancourt's going to be dangerous in these ties. I don't know.
He doesn't look afraid of him.
He didn't look like he was afraid to throw his hips in there, did he?
Nope. That was a nice inside trip attempt.
Does Bunce have one more of those double legs in him?
He's got to set it up.
Got to have a setup.
Got to set it up. Now take it. Set it up and go.
He's really getting a good reaction out of the fakes. If he could fake one, that's a good setup.
Now go. His reshot. He needed off.
That was a nice little duck from Betancourt. They go out of bounds up against the wall. No points. Reshots. I agree, Mike.
About 40 seconds left. About 40 seconds.
Reshot right there.
Now Kale's been called for stalling already, so he's going to have to stay on his offense.
Reshot as Betancourt comes out of his shot, he stands up with his left leg way out front every time. Watch Betancourt as he comes out of that shot. He'll bring his left leg up and just leave it out there. It's easy for us to see way up here, though.
Yeah, right?
Good match.
Good match.
Bunce won that one by a score of
4-2 with the riding time. You got the Dragon.
Paulo Dragon, freshman plus from Gahanna Lincoln High School. I like saying Gahanna.
Gahanna.
Gahanna, Ohio.
Where is Gahanna? Oh, Ohio. That makes
Where in
sense.
Ohio?
Gahanna.
Gahanna.
Gahanna, Ohio.
Two-time Ohio District qualifier, 4-5 last year for the Jayhawks. Looked great in his last match. He'll take on
Alonzo Smiley.
Smiley.
We got to match his level.
So halfway through the duel,
Circle.
the Jayhawks have 12.
Ooh. Oh, almost had back points there, too. Our double legs
What
look
a
good.
double leg. That is a massive, massive double. Halfway through the match, Jayhawks with 12 and Triton with 9. Jayhawks had a void at 133, so Coach Bunger has to be happy with the first half of his lineup today.
Smiley with a quick escape.
See if we get another slam double.
Smiley goes with that real low level when they're out of open. Looked like Dragon was standing a little upright. They're like that.
That's two.
Kind of saw that coming. Little roll there.
I love it.
Dragon with the reversal. Is there a name for that, or was that just a scramble?
I think it was a scramble.
Grab his leg and lift it.
It was ugly.
It was ugly.
We take ugly, though.
Smiley still down, tries to quad pod and come to his feet. Attacks Dragon's right leg. Dragon drags him out of bounds. See what I did there?
I did.
Should have said dragging him out of bounds. Dang it.
Man, you missed a perfect opportunity to use it. Alonzo to his feet. Got to return him. Don't give up that stalling call.
Triton's coaches wanted a stalling call there, didn't get it. They're pretty close.
It had to be close.
Paulo doing a good job of staying behind him, but not applying a lot of pressure. This one's going to be won and lost on their feet.
I do believe it. Can you stop a double or can you stop the low shot?
Dragon with it. That double didn't have a lot of pop on it. He just kind of sagged his way into that one and almost paid the price. The first double had some pop on it. Good setup, blew right through him. That one he just kind of leaned into. Smiley now more upright. He scored that takedown by really changing levels, and Paulo didn't follow him. Little knee pick there for Smiley. Nothing doing. Nice duck under. Didn't get the corner, though. That's living dangerously. The first half of that duck under looked real nice.
It was nice.
Second half.
He missed.
He
missed the finish.
Yes. That's a double knee drop duck under, and it's part of the reason I don't like a double knee drop is because it's hard to get a nice double leg.
Nice double.
Oh, Smiley with a counter to back points. Not sure what happened there. It looked like, and the fall. Looked like Dragon had him taken down dead to rights. Smiley just with hips. And the fall.
Then the fall. He drove right through him, didn't stop his momentum. He had the nice position to be able to pull himself back around on top.
Well, there's stuff that Dragon can build on there.
Oh, for sure.
Smiley looks like a tough customer, and I thought Dragon wrestled great. Just little positioning issues, right? Too much. You don't want to say too much explosion on the double leg, but that's about what it amounted to.
Yeah, a little better technique coming through and finishing out, but other than that, he was there.
Maybe you get more of a corner rather than a straight ahead. I feel like that's
on his double. I don't know if he'd want it. I think running through on that slam double, putting his head right in the middle of the chest and driving through.
So does he need heavier hips as he finishes?
He needed to keep his elbows in so that he didn't didn't throw double unders.
Did he get the hooks?
Up. Yeah.
So it'll take us 174. Josh Kenny, two-time All-Stater out of Granville, two-time placer of the GFC. He'll take on
Michael Koenig.
Nice single leg. I thought he was going to get a slam call there.
I did too. That was
the former Campbell Camel with the takedown. Is he going to steal a tilt there? Oh.
Careful. Here's your push-pull.
Yeah, it's a pull.
Here's your push-pull again. So
I had
we'll
a
go
nickel
back
for
in
every
there.
time I told the young kids at Whitehall, don't pull, don't ever pull. I'd be able to retire, I think.
Oh, he's got it.
Is that the can opener?
Got the can opener.
The can opener. You don't see that very often either. He could stay there for the rest of the period. He's not going to, though. He's going to turn him again.
That was a nice can opener.
Kenny.
Again, he's going for it. Here it is. He's got it again.
We're gonna get a return pin here. Well, he looked pretty buried right there.
Nice.
That's a fall.
Nice match, Josh.
The Jayhawks respond with a sixer of their own. Now we're getting into the strength of the Jayhawk lineup, I would think. 184, Bronson Jewell, national quarterfinalist, conference champ last year, 12-3. He's going to take on Sean Burke. Venema next.
Sean Burke for the Trojans.
Still waiting on the Burke with the purple and green shoes.
You don't see those every day.
Those are custom. No. Those are custom shoes. Jewel with a little pass by, not Jewel.
I think they're German.
They look like the Joker. You think he's doing is that the
dollar
Joker
signs
thing?
On them.
Cash money.
Cash money.
Dude, it's cash money. This could get interesting with the over and under. Jewel trying to circle back in. Little
hip toss.
Little hip toss there. Collar ties all around, inside and outside.
You know Bronson Jewell's a 4-point student?
He is?
Well, if he isn't, he should be. I believe he is. I believe it says it right there on that sheet that Coach Brunger had given us.
4-point. He's got a 4-point double leg right there.
Right
Can
there.
he finish?
Oh, they're going to give another opportunity.
He can circle. He's in pretty good shape there. That whizzer is real shallow. Oh, we're going to scramble.
Ooh, no score.
That was a for real double leg.
That was a for real double leg, though.
Burke did a nice job of little hip counter there. Double unders for Burke and the trip. Big hips for Jewell. That's living dangerously for both guys. Stalling green. Are we green?
He already got the warning. Yeah, his shoes came on time.
Can't do that. They make a lot of tape. Triton's coach is wondering about the sequence going out of bounds. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that would have been a stalling call. They wrestled out of bounds.
They wrestled out of bounds. No, it was the stalling call was the shoe.
Pretty good hips out of both kids in that last sequence.
There were.
Nice duck under. That was a double knee drop duck under, but he got the corner. Burke back to his feet, and Matt returned.
That was a nice duck under. Got him leaning.
Jewell hand fighting hard down there, looking for wrist. Almost had a wing on the left side. Now it looks like he's got the wrist. Ball and chain. I thought he was going to Turk right there when Burke turned that left hip open. I thought he was going to lift
step. Yep.
We were thinking the same thing.
I thought he had it.
He's got the wing on the right side. Lots of pressure. Now Burke builds to his base. Jewell keeping a nice job of keeping his face on the mat.
Could use a score here, though.
Back to the wrist. There's a turn. Oh, he hurt us. He hurt us.
It was there. It was there.
If you're Burke after that last 45 seconds, do you choose down? He got ridden like a pony.
I go down.
I go down too.
It's only a 2-point match right now. I go down.
If I'm Burke, I'm not sure I do.
Oh, Burke?
Yeah.
No.
If I'm Jewel, I go down for sure.
Burke, Jewel, you go down. No. If I'm Burke, I go back on my feet and look for that throw.
Jewel.
Oh!
Well, he landed right on the point of his shoulder. Jewel landed right on the point of his shoulder there. Doesn't look like he's hurt. It looked like it hurt. I thought that was going to be a collarbone. One green for the slam.
One green for a trapped arm slam.
Trapped arm slam. Yes, yes, yes.
Woo.
So is that 3-0?
It's 3-0, 4 with the ride.
So Jules just got to stay within himself here. It's easy to come outside of your technique when you're a little mad. That shot of adrenaline. Just got to keep wrestling within himself.
Coach Brunger, Coach Stenberg did a good job going out there, make sure he was calmed down, make sure he was okay.
Right. Jewel quickly to his feet, hand fight, and gets the corner for the escape. Right into a single leg. And they roll out of bounds. If they'd had a full mat, that would have been a takedown for sure. Jewel with the sportsmanship helps him up, and Burke right into a low single. Burke's going to score there. Got to stay off his. Oh, no, he's not going to score there. Burke with Jewel with the funk. Is this going to stalemate, Mike?
No score.
No,
Stalemate.
it will stalemate.
That was
a quick stalemate.
That was a quick stalemate.
I thought it was an appropriately timed stalemate. The last couple have gone on forever.
I do too.
Collar ties all around. Burke, I think he's dangerous in these ties.
I do too. That double leg's where he wants to be. Bang, bang, go. There it is. That's the one. Nice. That's what he needs.
There's the Turk.
Hook, elevate.
Didn't hook it.
He's got a hook and elevate. He's still there.
Now he hooked it, and that's going to be back points. Oh, he lost it. Did he get 2?
No, I think it was a 1.
I like the Turk idea.
I do too.
I like that we saw it early.
Yeah, and he didn't see it.
He didn't see it.
He didn't see it. We thought he saw it, but he didn't see it.
We thought he did, but he didn't. 33 seconds left in the period. Burke still down.
Burke gets his choice in the third. I think he goes neutral.
And looks for a throw?
Yep.
So if you're Jewel, you're looking for a double leg early.
Yes. I think you should look for a double leg every time anyway.
How about we pin him in a hammer lock?
Now that would be the way to finish this match.
How about we pin him in a hammer lock? To a cradle. Oh.
Time.
15 more seconds. That could have been interesting. You called it.
Yeah.
You like Kreskin.
Yeah. I just know things.
I see things. Now does he look for the throw? No, he looks for a low single.
Whoa.
It was anticlimactic.
That wasn't near as much as what I hoped for.
Jewel into the ball and chain off to the side.
It looks
he doesn't get too deep. He's going to score here if he can elevate a leg. There's back points. What's the score? Can we get bonus points
Yep.
here? And a pin!
Oh, that a boy.
Boy, it looked like Bert was coming off his back, and we'll take it.
Oh, here we go.
The late fall call looked like Jewel was going to let him turn back and look for another turn, and as he came off his back,
He just laid his shoulders down.
laid him down. Venema of the Jayhawks, conference champ, quarterfinalist at the national tournament, academic All-American.
Oh,
If
he's
Jewel
smart
was a
too.
4-point, Venema's a 4-point.
Yeah, Jules a 4-point.
I'd be shocked if Venema wasn't a 4-point.
Yeah, he's that type of kid.
He's that kid.
He's that kid.
He got a B plus in 8th grade English.
He did.
I don't know
Did
who
you
was. I think I was a teacher.
There's
Venema
that
will take Zion
off
long.
off the whistle.
Head tap double.
Head tap double.
I bet he does
I
it
don't know if
again.
he did the head tap.
He'll head tap double this time.
I know
against
Zion
long.
looks fast. Boom.
Up, up, up.
There it is.
He's
That's
gonna look for him to look for stacks on top.
He's got to calm him down a little bit.
Got to slow him down.
So with 2 matches left, the score is 24-15 Jayhawks.
Got to like where we're at.
Got to like where we're at.
Venema to the wrist, over a hip. Back to the wrist. Here comes a stack.
Oh,
Head
there's
tap double coming from Zion.
from Zion.
Zion looks pretty explosive himself.
Yeah, he was quick. That was quick.
Cat quick. Zion, heavy hands on Venema's head. Low double for Venema to the hip and the takedown.
Nice.
That slowed him down a bit.
Slowed him down. We're looking for the stack to a
He's gonna be looking
crossface.
that's what he does.
Stack to a
He might
crossface.
tilt him.
He's got a nice tilt. Got a nice tilt.
He's got a better tilt than he thinks he has. How's that?
I agree with you. I agree with you. For 1 minute 40 left in the first period.
It's a pretty good start.
That's a good start.
Remember when Venema used to wrestle Crew, and it just looked like Venema would gas. Well, he would gas, and you and I talked, and I said this kid has the biggest gas tank in the gym. It just was it a mental thing? Was it, I don't know, but this is proof positive. He can wrestle 7 minutes at a really high pace.
You knew he had more than what he was at, so it had to be mental. And there's a burnout factor that
Absolutely.
This is a tough sport.
I love that he took a little time off.
I do too.
Transformative. As he
Look.
stays over the ankle and over the hip.
Because he's a phenomenal wrestler. Great student. Oh, and he's going
How about
for a three-quarter?
Three-quarter Nelson. You
Three-quarter?
don't see that in college very often. Can he get the fall? There it is.
Wow.
Caleb Venema with the three-quarter Nelson and the pin.
That seals it up.
That's it. Tyler DeLoof, the freshman out of Lowell, 3-time All-Stater.
It's with Curtis Ruff.
Curtis Ruff. Curtis knows where the weight room is.
Yeah, Kurt. It's a good night for the Jayhawks.
It's a great night for the Jayhawks.
So,
They got off to a fast start. Bonus point matches. They must have had over a half dozen tonight.
At least.
Ruff with a front headlock. Loses it. Duluth works inside on the left, on the right rather. Lots of pushing, lots of pulling, head movement. Looked like Duluth was going to try a little arm pass there, but
Now, Duluth is sneaky quick. If you look at him, you know this dude has blazing speed, but he gets out there. He's cat quick.
you're not a Division II, 3-time All-Stater for nothing.
Not for nothing. Not out of that program.
Yeah, out of Lowell, obviously well coached. Will be able to wrestle through any position. Ruff lowers his level, sees what things look like down there.
Now, I got to believe size slows you down a little bit too, but because he's given up a few pounds.
How much do you think Duluth weighs? He doesn't look like he's much more over 97. Like, he doesn't look that much bigger than Venema.
He's a 215, 220. No, but it's hard for me to tell. These guys are all monsters.
From up here, they don't look as big. You go down there and stand next to him.
Stand next to him.
Oh, he got a head and arm locked up. What's he going to do with it? Ruff. He's going to turn it into a knee pick.
Ooh.
And a
Now we'll go.
left-right combination to the forehead. Tries a little knee trip, or a little ankle trip there.
Circle. Circle. Get your butt in. There you go.
I think Ruff has a little bit better position there with the head and the arm.
I think so too, but Duluth could slide that into a head and arm of his own. It's a lot of pushing.
It's a lot of pushing.
That double knee drop would come in handy right about now.
Yeah, absolutely. Do either one of these guys have that in their arsenal?
Wasn't it the heavyweight match we saw that on? But I think it was the other heavyweight, wasn't
Yeah.
it? No.
I'll agree to anything at this point.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Little scramble there, going out of bounds. That could have been interesting over on the other side of the mat. Why does all the action happen over here?
I don't know, but I take a look and I watch the camera guy, and it looks like it's something exciting. So I figure it must be something good. So,
A lot of leaning at this point. We're going to see what happens when they get to the mat. Okay, Mike, pop quiz. It's 30 seconds left in this period. You're Duluth. He defers to you. Where do you go?
where do I go?
Where do you go?
I
If
go
you're
down.
Duluth, you go
Duluth
down.
has to go down.
You're not scared?
Well, you never want to be underneath the big guys like that, but he didn't score from his feet. He's not heavy enough to go on top, so you
Yeah.
go down.
Okay, I like it. If I'm your coach, I agree with you. Get down there.
Get down. He's got to score somewhere. Explode off the bottom. Let's go.
Well, it's Duluth's choice. And
Rough
big
take?
enough or not, he's going on top.
Did he choose top?
No,
Oh,
Ruff chose down.
Rough chose down. If I was Rough, I would have chosen down too.
Oh, for me, if I'm Ruff, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's why.
Right into the overhook and collar. I am predicting. No, I'm not predicting. I'm saying there's a good chance something interesting on their feet's going to happen as
good.
they both increase the pace.
Yeah.
Both of them are comfortable with that head and arm, over-unders. Neither one of them look like they want to back out of that spot. Two type A personalities out of there, not scared to wrestle out of stalling on the Jayhawk.
Hey, snap and go. Snap and go.
For those of you keeping track at home, Tom Jenkins still has. There's a double leg. That's going to get him in trouble, though.
Yeah. That's your.
You can't load doubles on 260. That's what I'm guessing he weighs.
No, I'm with you on that one.
Tom Jenkins still wearing the Mr. Furley scarf. And proud of it.
I don't think
happy
so.
with it.
I think he's 240, 250 maybe.
That's a lot of man.
Let's call it 245
to try to load double on
to try a low double on. Yeah.
when you're 215. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the. Yeah, I would guess that rough is 244.4
Oh,
is
man.
my estimate.
It's almost like I knew it.
The crazy thing is I had that weigh-in sheet in my hand 5 minutes ago.
Luke, you can't wrestle with your head on the mat. Can't do
Nope.
that.
Sarge, what does Duluth weigh? 210.
Yeah.
We said 215. We're
210,
hey,
215.
5 pound. What do they call that in a pull? Margin of error.
Margin
5
of
pound
error.
margin of error. 10 seconds left. Duluth flat. Now where do you go? You got to go down now, don't you?
Wow. Now he's down by. Now it's different. He's down by 3 with probably a point of riding time. He's got to go on his feet and try for that head and arm that he can't get.
Chooses top. No, he chose neutral.
Chose neutral. Got to go on your feet.
Didn't the ref just raise one arm?
Challenge yourself to score here.
But like we were talking, a takedown. You hold him for 4.
Take down to backs wins it. 6-4.
6-4.
Does he have to pick up the pace here, though?
He does. He absolutely does.
Got to force the bigger man to get himself into bad position, maybe cross him up a little bit, change levels. I wouldn't do another low-level double.
No, I would.
Well, he tried to pass that arm out of there and just horsepower.
Oh, see.
That's not going to do it. That was a nice
Ooh.
cross ankle pick by Ruff.
That was a good job by Ruff.
He's wrestled out of a front headlock before.
He has. That was nice. Minute 30 left in the match. Scores for all intents and purposes 6-0.
Circle your hips out to the left. Circle out to the left.
Musty.
Use your right foot to block his leg. Don't let him hook your ankle. Use your right foot to block it. Pull that. Keep circling like that. Why you with that?
Duluth just
Right foot blocks him.
can't get his hips off the mat. Lots of pressure there by Ruff.
Now use that right leg and keep off your hips. Put your right leg up. Now circle out.
Got to be under 30 now.
It is 36 right now.
Just over 30, like
Just
I
over
said.
30, just what you meant.
Oh, there's a hammer lock out. Duluth builds back to his belly. Oh, you're giving up 35 pounds. It's a tough ask.
That is a tough ass, but he's got a lot to build off of.
Is it fair to say he's just got to be a little bit more patient on his feet? Wait for an air. He can't just fire off that low double.
Straight on doubles is tough, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would make it 30-18.
That's a good win for the Jayhawks, by the way.
That's a good win.
That'll move them up from 24.
That's a good Triton team too. And I know they're missing a couple people out of their lineup, but it's a good win. So to start off the night, Alex Cantu came through with that big pin.
He looked good. Good start.
Right in the first for a 6-0 lead over Triton. Then the Jayhawks voided to the Trojans 6-6. 141 Perez with an 8-6 victory over Mott. Scored 9-6. Jimenez dropped one to Tucker of Triton, 6-9. Scores 9-9 after the 149-pound match. At 157, Cale Bunts with a 4-2 victory over Betancourt of the Trojans, 12-9. At 165, Dragon was pinned by Alonzo Smiley, score 15-12, Triton after 165. At 174, Josh Kinney came in with a big fall with a score 18 match score 18-15. At 184, Bronson Jewell with another fall, 24-15. At 197, Caleb Benoit come through with yet another fall, putting the match score at 30-15. And at heavyweight, Tyler DeLoof dropped one to Curtis Ruff 6-0 with a total match score for the evening 30-18.
30-18.
Overall, I thought the Jayhawks had a great night. With a big win over Olivet, and then another even bigger win over Triton. We won 14 of 18 matches wrestled. So
that's awesome.
That's a great way to start the season. Though we had a forfeit at 133, so if we plug that hole and be able to come in, that'll be 12 more points that we don't have to just give up. So
absolutely, it's a great way to open the season here with these duels, and they'll all be in action tomorrow at the Open tournament. The Jayhawks have a lot of guys on the team. They'll get a lot of experience tomorrow in the Open tournament, but they're ranked 24th right now. I think they'll be ranked higher than that by mid-season.
Well, after this weekend, with the big win over Triton the way they had and Olivet, that'll move them up a little bit. I know it's early, but you wrestle who's in front of you, and that's where we're at. So it's a great way to start.
As you look at the Jayhawk lineup on bottom, at the bottom end at 25, you start out with Cantu. He's a hammer.
You got Cantu with experience, and then Perez comes in. He's got that lengthy range, and he comes in as a freshman. That's going to be solid for them as he grows into it. Jimenez finds his wind.
Absolutely. Jimenez looked good tonight.
Yeah, Jimenez looked good at 49. He had some things that went well for him. It just looked like he was a little flat off the bottom. There's some stuff to work on, but he'll come back right back around.
Then you get back to the top of the lineup, and you've got hammers up there too. Jewel looked great. Venema lights out. And I'll tell you, DeLoof ran into a couple of guys tonight. Well, he won his first match and looked good doing it. This last match, run into a kid that's big, athletic, strong. He's only Sargent said he's 210, but doesn't change the fact he's a 3-time All-Stater in a really tough division out of a really good program. He's going to be just fine this year.
Well, you got Josh Kitty there at 74, and then Dragon, at 65. And
Dragon looked good tonight.
Yeah, that's a sweet double. Cale Bunce at 57. I mean, we're set up to make some noise. Everybody stays healthy and keeps on their studies. I think we'll be just fine.
Well, that's huge, because we get through the holidays, and if you can get everybody back, a lot of these junior college programs, when that first semester ends, guys that don't know how to be students or that lose their minds at first, people start developing holes. If you can maintain some continuity in your lineup as you come out of the holidays, you're looking good for the postseason. Have to figure out a way to fill that hole at 33, but you're right. Top to bottom, there aren't any easy outs in this lineup.
No, they're solid, and the guys that they have standing behind them are solid too. So it's a good Jayhawk team when you have some depth to it and you have some ability to move around. So I think we're sitting pretty good for the year.
It'll be exciting. So they'll have the Open tournament tomorrow. Next Saturday they have a dual tournament here. I think they wrestle a pair of duels here next Saturday.
I believe that's right, on the 13th. Yes.
And I'm not sure who they wrestle.
And here we have Garrett Andrus is out there.
The former Rocket.
Into an All-Stater. Running a guillotine.
Boy, that's ouch.
It's a good thing they're young.
That hurt my shoulder.
Man, I feel it right now.
Every time, I think, it wasn't that. It was a half Nelson when I was 17 years old out of Carl Terrian, Whitehall. I think about that every time I have a catch with my son because my shoulder still hurts.
That must have been quite, nice, Garrett. Nice step over. And there it is for the fall.
That was nice. That was the former Reese Puffer Rocket, Andrus. Well, Mikey, it's always a pleasure to do business with you here at the Stenberg Duels.
And like always, thanks to everybody out there filming that and posting on streaming live to us tonight.
Find us on YouTube. We're YouTube influencers.
We're influencers now, so we've qualified. So
yes, well, you'll be in Aruba next Saturday. Bahamas, Aruba, it's all the same.
Well, you'll be back here.
I'll probably be here next Saturday because we can't say no to Coach.
All right. Well,
See you next
thanks
weekend.
everybody. Have a good night.